Hello student. So we have already discussed up to exercise 1.2 lesson now. So today we are going to discuss from your exercise 1.3. Now see, the topic is we can express real number in the decimal expansion, yes or no? So if you suppose take one example, suppose if you divide 10 by 3, if you divide 10 by 3, then see, it will be 3 3 is 9, 1 carry. So to give decimal here, and again you have to give 1 0, then 3 3 is 9, 1 is the remainder. Again you have to, this decimal is present, so again you can give 0 here. So again 3 3 is 9, again 1 remainder. So this process will continue till infinity. So that means we can write, when you divide 10 by 3, then we can write what? We can write 3.333 up to infinity. Now see, that day I have discussed these things. That means when same number is repeating, then we can give 3 bar. Yes or no? We can give 3 bar. That things you know. That means this 3 digit is repeating, recurring. That means this is what? Non-terminating. This will not end, but this is same number is repeating. Yes or no? That's why it is non-terminating. Your non-terminating, repeating or recurring. Yes or no? Non-terminating, repeating or recurring digit. Yes or no? This is non-terminating, repeating or recurring your digit. That's why this number is your what? Rational number. That's why this number is your rational number. Now see, rational numbers. Now see, sorry, when a number is, when a digit or a number is non-terminating your recurring number, then that number is called rational number. But suppose take one example, suppose 3.1 2 3 4 then 7 8 up to infinity. Now see, this number, this is also non-terminating. Non-terminating means what? When a number does not end, that means after decimal, when a number does not end at a fixed point. Yes or no? That means we don't know where it will end. So that number is called your what? That number is called your non-terminating digit. Terminate means end. Suppose 1.5. When you divide 3 by 2, it will be 1.5. So it will end after one decimal. After one decimal, that means after decimal one digit. Yes or no? This is one after decimal. This is one digit. Yes or no? So that means 1.5 it will end. That's why it is a terminating number or terminating digit. Understand? That's why it is a terminating. Terminate means end. But here it is non-terminating. That means what? It will, we can't say whether it will end. So that's why it is known as non-terminating. Okay, non-terminating. So that day I have discussed, when a number is, suppose, terminating, when a number is terminating, then it will be a rational number. But when a number is non-terminating, recurring means repeating. When a number is non-terminating, recurring, then it will be a rational number. But when a number is non-terminating, non-recurring means non-repeating. Now see, if you see this example here, the number is 3.12347 up to infinity. That means, see, after a decimal, the numbers do not follow a pattern. Yes or no? After a decimal, the number do not follow your pattern. That's why it is a non-terminating, non-repeating, or non-recurring your digit. That's why it is a irrational number. But here see this one, 3.33333. That means after decimal, one number, a pair is repeating. It means 3 is repeating again. Yes or no? That's why it is called your non-terminating, recurring, or repeating number. That's why it is a rational number. Okay. So this is clear that when a number is non-terminating, recurring, or repeating, then it is a rational number. When a number is non-terminating, non-recurring, or non-repeating, that is a irrational number. And when a number is terminating number, then it will be a rational number. Up to this clear? Okay. Now see, all of you see the page number 11. All of you see the page number 11. Okay, all of you see the page number 11. One example is there. See the example 8. See the page number 11, example 8. See the page number 11, example 8. So that 1.272727 equal to, we can write, now see here, 1.2727. That means what? Follow, see here, 1.272727 dot 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 dot. Yes or no? That means, now see here, the number is, that means after a decimal, the number is following a what? The number is following a pattern, that is 2727. Yes or no? 1 minute. Now see here, the number is after decimal, the numbers are following a pattern. That means it is repeating 272727. These two numbers are repeating. Yes or no? That means these numbers are following a pattern. Yes or no? So that's why it is a what? Non-terminating recurring number. That means we can write 27 bar. Yes or no? We can write 1.27 bar. Yes or no? Because there are two. Now see, in the previous case 3.3333. Yes or no? That means only 3 is repeating. That's so we can write 3.3. That means then the repeating numbers, or sorry, the repeating digits we can write down under the bar. Here the repeating digits are 2 and 7. That's so we can write down under the bar 1.27 bar. Okay. Now see, so that 1.2727, that is 1.27 bar, can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integer and Q does not equal to 0. So what is the question asked? The question says that we have to show that 1.27 bar we can express in the form of what? P by Q. Now see, P by Q and Q does not, P by Q and what? And P by Q and your Q does not equal to 0. That means it is a what? It is a rational number. Yes or no? P by Q and P does not equal, Q does not equal to 0. That means we have to express that this number is a rational number, because we know what is the definition of rational number. The definition of rational number is that, what is the definition of rational number? The definition of rational number is that the number which can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where Q cannot be equal to 0 and P and Q are what? Co-prime number. In the first class, yes or no? We have discussed these things. Yes or no? Now see, we have to express this. We have to show that we can express this number in the form of P by Q. So this is very important. This type of question is very important for your exam point of view. Okay. Now see, how can we show? Now see, 1 point. Suppose let x equal to 1.272727. Okay. Now see here, 2 digit are in this type of question. Just remember one thing: when 2 digits are repeating, that means you have to multiply by. Just think one thing, or just remember one thing: when 2 digits are repeating, you have to multiply by 100. Here 1 digit is repeating. Yes or no? So you have to multiply. Here you have to multiply by 10. But here 2 digits are repeating. That's why you have to multiply by what? You have to multiply by 100. Up to this clear? Here 2 digits are repeating. That's why you have to multiply by 100. Just remember these things. When 2 digits are repeating, you have to multiply by 100. When 3 digits are repeating, you have to multiply by 1000. When 4 digits are repeating, you have to multiply by your 10,000. Okay. 3 digit, your 1000. 2 digit 100. 3 digit 1000. 4 digit, you have to multiply by 10,000. Okay. This thing you have to remember. Now see, suppose this is x. Now you have to multiply both the left hand side and right hand side by 100. Okay. So multiply by 100. Now see, when you multiply the right hand side by 100, it will be when? Now see, when you multiply, the decimal will what? Goes to, that means the decimal is come, or the decimal will come after two decimal, after two digit, yes or no? The decimal will, when you multiply by 100, the decimal will come after two digit, yes or no? Suppose 1.56. When you multiply by 100, what will be the result? The result will be 156. That means when you multiply by 10 or multiple of 100, then the decimal will come here. Two digits are there, two zero are there, so the decimal will come after two digit, yes or no? And when you divide, suppose divide by 100, and when you divide by 100, the decimal will come what, or decimal will go before two digit, so then it will be how much? This thing you know, 156. The decimal will go before two digit, so this is one digit, so it will be 0.01, yes or no? This thing you know. When you divide, the decimal will go what? The decimal will go upward, or sorry, your this side, yes or no? Your left hand side. And when you will multiply by 100, your decimal will go to the right hand side, and this decimal will depend upon this zero. How many zeros are there? This decimal will depend upon this zero. Now see here, when you multiply 1.272727, your decimal will go back after two digit. That means it will be what? It will be 1.27. Now see, you have multiplied this number by 100, so the decimal will go back two digit after two digits. No, the decimal will go back after two digit, so it will be 127.2727. Yes. Now see, 100x. Now see, what is the value of x here? We let this is let, okay, let x equal to this one. Now see, we have let x equal to 1.272727. That means, but when you multiply, it will be 127. But you can write 127 as 126. That means you can write 127.2727. Okay, to as 126 plus 1.2727. Yes or no? After this clear? You can write 127.2727 as 126 plus 1.2727. Yes. Why I am breaking these things like this? Why? Because in place of 1.2727, you can write x. Yes or no? That means 100x. It will be 126 plus, in place of this one 1.2727, we can write x. Yes, because already we have let that x equal to 1.272727. Yes or no? So it will be, when you take x to the left hand side, it will be 99x equal to 126. Yes. So what will be the value of x? So I am writing here. So value of x will be your 126 by 99. Yes or no? 126 by 99. This is the value of x. Yes. After this clear. Now simplify it. 126 divided by, if you divide the numerator, it means 126 by 9. How much? It will be 9 on the 9. 3 is your remainder 36. So 9 for the 36. And it will be 9, 11 the 99. So it will be 14 by 11. Now see. We have to express, that means these things, 1.272727 in the form of p by q. In the form of p by q, where q does not equal to 0. Now see here. In the form of p by q, it is p, it is q, and q does not equal to 0. And this, that means p and q must be co-prime. And that day I discussed what is co-prime, what is prime. Co-prime means two numbers are said to be co-prime number when they do not have common factor except 1. Okay, when they do not have common factor other than 1. That means, now see here, 14 and 11. What is the factor of 14? 1, then 2, then 7, then the number itself. Now what is the factor of 11? 1 and 11. So what is the common factor here? Only 1. Only 1, yes or no? So this 14 and 11 are co-prime numbers. So what do you mean by co-prime number? Two numbers are said to be co-prime number when they have or they do not have any common factor other than 1. Okay, this is the definition of co-prime. Now see, many students make the mistake here. They think that 14 is not a prime number, but why this is a co-prime number? See, what is the difference between prime number and co-prime number? Prime number is a number which has factor only 1 and the number itself. It is known as prime. It is called a prime number. Suppose your 5 or suppose your 7. What is the factor of 7? 1 and 7 only. So 7 is called a prime number because it has the only two factor. One is the number itself, the another is your 1. Okay. So prime numbers are number which has factor only 1 and the number itself. This is the prime number. But when we are discussing about co-prime number, it is not necessary that co-prime number must be a prime number, but co-prime number must come in a pair. In the first class, I discussed this thing. Co-prime number must come in a pair. Now see, your 14 is not a prime number because 14 is an even number, but 11 is a prime number. But when 14 and 11 will come in a pair, they are called as co-prime numbers. But it is not necessary that for being a co-prime number, the number must be a prime number. It is not necessary. The main thing is for or to become a co-prime number, that first things, the two numbers must become in a pair, and co-prime is always we have discussed co-prime number between only two numbers. This is the first thing. Second thing, two numbers are said to be co-prime numbers when they do not have any common factor other than 1. That means except 1, they do not have or they should not have any common factor. This is the basic concept of co-prime numbers. This is clear. So what happened? Many students did the mistake. Suppose 14 is not a prime number, but why it is a co-prime number? So see the definition. Prime numbers means what? Prime number means the numbers are said to be prime numbers when they have or it has only two factor. One is the number itself and another is the 1. This is the definition of prime number. And what is the definition of co-prime number? The definition of co-prime number, first, the two numbers, it always comes with the two numbers. That means for co-prime number, the two number must be come in a pair. This is the first thing. Second thing, the two numbers are said to be co-prime numbers when they do not have any common factor other than 1. So this is the basic difference between co-prime number and prime number. Now see, we have expressed x, that means 1.272727 in the form of 14 by 11. Listen now, where that means it is in the form of p by q, where p is 14 and q is your 11, and 11 does not equal to 0. That means q does not equal to 0, and p and q are co-prime number. Okay, that means we have expressed these terms in the form of your what? Rational number. Again, I have discussed these things. That means it is a what? 1.2727 is a non-terminating recurring number. Recurring or repeating number. Repeating digit, yes or no? It is a non-terminating, recurring or repeating digit. And just now I have told you that when a number is a non-terminating, recurring or repeating number, then it is said to be a rational number. So it is a rational number. Up to this clear? So all of you pause the video and write down this one. So you can write here x equal to 14 by 11, where p equal to 14 and q equal to 11 and p equal to 14 comma q equal to 11 and q does not equal to 0. Yes or no? So you can write these things. Yes. So up to this clear? Okay. So now see the next question. Now see, all of you see the page number 12. All of you see the NCERT book page number 12. Just now I have told these things. This is written in your book. The decimal expansion of a rational number is either what? Is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. Recurring means repeating. Moreover, a number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating recurring is a rational. Okay, that means here two conditions are given. Then first condition, if the decimal expansion, okay, this thing is clear. Can I wrap this? So here, what is the meaning of this statement? Here, two statements are given. That means the decimal expansion. That means the decimal expansion of a. That means the decimal expansion of a rational number. Suppose your 5/3 is a rational number. Not 5/3. Suppose your 10/3 is a rational number. 10/3 is a rational number. So what it says that the decimal expansion of a rational number is always non-terminating, recurring. That means when you suppose when you divide 10/3, it will be 3.3333. Yes or no? Up to infinity. So this is so what it says that the decimal expansion of a rational number is a non-terminating, recurring or repeating digit, or vice versa. That means when a decimal expansion is a non-terminating, repeating digit, repeating your what? Non-terminating, repeating, then it is said to be a rational number. So what the statement says, the decimal expansion of a rational number is a non-terminating, recurring, or when a decimal expansion is non-terminating, recurring, then it is a rational number. The vice versa. Okay, this is the thing. Now see, all of you see the exercise 1.3, page number 14. All of you see the exercise 1.3, page number 14. All of you see the page number 14, exercise 1.3. Exercise 1.3. Now see, write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion it says. Now see, when you divide 36 by the first one, question number 1, first one, when you divide 36 by 100, the first question, 36 by 100. Now, you know, just now I have told you that when you divide a number by any multiple of 10, yes or no? When you divide a number by any multiple of 10, yes, then the decimal will go in the what? Your left hand side, yes. So, and it will depend upon how many digits are there. Here, 2 digits are there. So, 36 and decimal will go before 2 digits. So, it will be 0.36. Now, see, this is a what? This will, it is a fixed number. That means we can say that after 2 digits, it will end. After 2 digits, it will end. So, it is a terminating or non-terminating. Tell me, it is terminating or non-terminating. It is a what? Here it says what kind of decimal expansion. So, it will be a terminating decimal expansion. Yes or no? So, you have to write down here, comma, terminating decimal expansion. Yes, up to this clear? Terminating decimal expansion. Okay, why? Because it will end at a fixed point. That is after, we can say that after 2 digits it will end. So that's why it is a terminating what? Decimal expansion. After this clear? Okay. Now see the second question, 1 by 11. Now all of you see the second question, 1 by 11. All of you see the second question, 1 by 11. Now see, what is 1 by 11? Now, okay, this is clear. Now see, question number second. That means second question. What is 1 by 11? So when you divide 1 by 11, now see, one cannot be what? Divided by 11. Yes or no? 1 cannot be divided by 11. Yes or no? So you have to give a here decimal here. Yes or no? You have to give a decimal here. So you have to give a decimal here. Then again 0. Then again 10 cannot be divided by 11. Yes or no? Now you have to give again 1 0 here. But before this 0, you have to give a 0. This is the basis thing for dividing rule. Yes or no? So this is 99. Again same. 1 is the remainder. Again 1 cannot be divided by 11. Decimal is there, so you can give 0. Again 10 cannot be divided by 11. So again you have to give a 0 and 0. And again 9. 99. 1 is the remainder. So it will continue. That means here it will continue like this. 0.090909 up to infinity. So it will be like this. 0.0909. Then again 09 up to infinity. Okay. Let's see. Now if you see the your expansion, it comes at 2 digits 09, 09, 09. Yes, comes at 2 digits. That means here after decimal 2 digits. That means the digits are repeating in a 2 digit, and that is 09. So you can add 0.09 bar. Yes, up to this clear. You can add 0.09 bar. So that means it is a what? What type of digit is it? It is a non-terminating. We can't say where at what point it will end. That's why it is a non-terminating. So it is a non-terminating what? Repeating. Here say, same number is repeating 09, 09, 09. So it is a non-terminating recurring. Yes, no, it will non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. So I don't non-terminating recurring. Okay, non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. Recurring decimal expansion. Okay, clear? So other that means 3, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do as a homework. Okay, and all of you solve the homework in your homework copy and give me the snap of your homework in our WhatsApp group. I am going to check it by tomorrow. You have to give. Okay. Now see the question number 2. All of you pause the video and write down this one. Clear? Now see question number 2. The question actually you can do by own. It's very easy. Now see the value of 1 by 7 is given. What is the value? See the question number 2. The value of 1 by 7 is given 0.142857 bar. 0.142857 bar. That means what is the meaning of this one? That means 14285. What is the meaning of this one? No need to write this one. Just I am writing here for your understanding. 14285 means this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 6 digits are repeating. That means like this. When you divide 1 by 7, it will be 0.142857. Then again 1422857. Then again 1422857. Okay, up to infinity. Clear about this? So that means here these digits are repeating. These 6 digits are repeating. This one, then your this one, then your this one. These 6 digits are repeating. So we can write down the repeating digit as what? We can write down the repeating digit as what? 14228 2857. That is, it is a rational number, non-terminating recurring expansion, decimal expansion. Now, known to addition, I am writing here this for your understanding only. Okay. Now see, so the value of 1/7 is given. So you have to find out 2/7. Very easy. 2/7. You have to multiply these things by 2. So 2/7 will be how much? Just multiply it. Just multiply it. 142857. Just multiply it. 2 7s are 14. 1 carry 2 5s are 10. 10 plus 1 11. 1 carry 2. 8 is 16. 16 plus 1. Sorry, 16 plus 1 17. 17. 7 1 carry 2 2 is 4 4 plus 1 5 2 4 is 8 2 1 is 2. So it will be 285714 bar. This will be the value of 2/7. Now what will be the value of 3/7? Just multiply these things by 3. 4/7 just multiply this thing by 4. Your result will come. Okay. So this is the question number 2. Now see the question number 3. Have you understood this one? Just multiply this one. Okay. When it will be 2/7, you have to multiply these things by 2. When it will be 3/7, you have to multiply this thing by 3. When it will be 4/7, you have to multiply this thing by 4. And just put the value under bar. Okay? Clear? Okay? So, see the next question, question number 3. Question number 3 is same as your this one. The example, I have already solved one example now. Your example 8. So that 1.272727 in the form of P by Q is the same question. So now see question number 1, you can do as a homework. I am going to solve question number 2. See question number 2. 3 question number 2. I am going to solve 3 question number 2. Okay, 3 question number 2. Then you have to show that 0.47 bar. Now see, bar is not above 4, it is only above 7. So to show that 0.47 bar in the form of P by Q. So again, you have to write down let x equal to 0.47 bar. And thus, when solving this question, I have already told you that you have to multiply by 10,000 or 100, but this depend upon before. That means over how many digits the bar is there. Here the bar is present above 1 digit. So to multiply by here 10, because only, what is the meaning of this one? 0.47 bar. What is the meaning of this one? That means here 1 4 will be there, then 7 7 7 7 7 like this. So it will be 0.47 bar. This is the meaning of this one. Okay. 1 4 is there, then it will repeat. And the repeating number is 777. This is also a rational number. This one, no, non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. So this will be this one. The meaning of this is this one. Now see, here the bar is present only above 1 digit. So you have to multiply by 10. So multiply by 10. So it will be 10x. Then when you multiply this one, what is the meaning of this one? You can write this thing as 0.47777. Yes. So when you multiply this one, suppose you can write x equal to 0.47777. Yes. Yes or no? So when you multiply this one, it will be 4.7. Now see here, when you multiply the 10, the decimal will come after 1 digit. So it will be 4.77777. But what is the value of x? What is the value of x? What is the value of x? The value of x is 0.4777. So you have to break 4.7777 as a summation of 0.4777 as the other number, because we have to write down x in place of this number. So how can you solve this one? So just you subtract 0.477 from this one, then you will get with how many, with what number you have to add to get this one. Have you understood? Now see, you have to express this term 4.777 in the term in addition of 2 numbers, and 1 number must be this one, 0.4777. So how can you solve this one? Suppose just one Simple example, suppose 3. So I am asking you to write down 3 as a summation of two numbers, but one number must be 2. I am asking you to write down 3. This is a simple example. I am asking you to write down 3 as a summation of two numbers, but one number must be 2. So how can you solve this? Just divide 2 from sorry. Just subtract 2 from here. It will be 1. That means if you add 2 plus 1, it will be 3. Yes or no? What is the process? I am asking you to write down 3 in the summation of two terms where one number must be 2. So how can you solve? One number must be 2. That means if one number is 2, that means that you have to subtract 2 from the given number, then you will get 1. That means if you add 1 with 2, you will get 3. In the same way, have you understood? In the same way, I am asking you to write down 4.777 in the terms of, that means 4.777. Yes or no? I am asking you to write down 4.777 with addition of two numbers, and one number must be 0.4777. So how can you solve? You have to just subtract 0.4777 from 4.777. Yes or no? So subtract it. Have you understood this one? Why? Because we have to get this one, x, value of x, 4.7777. When you again on 7. So when you subtract 47777, 0, subtract it, 0, 0, 0, 7, it will be 3, then it will be 4. That means it will be 4.3000 plus 0.4777. That means 4.3000 we can write as 4.3. Yes or no? Up to this clear? 4.3000 you can write 4.3. So you can write 4.3 plus this one, because if you add 4.3 and 0.4777, you will get this one, 0.47777. You can add 27 also. Okay. Now see, it will be 10x. Now see, in place of 0.4777, we can write x because x is there. Yes or no? So it will be 10x plus 4.3. In place of this one, it will be dot dot dot. Okay. In place of this one, it will also dot dot dot. So in place of this one, we can write x here. After this clear? In place of this one, we can write x. Yes or no? Because we have already let x equal to 0.4777. Up to this clear? Okay. Now see. Now if you take, you have to, don't forget to give this one dotted. Okay. Now if you take x to the left hand side, it will be 9x. So 9x equal to your 4.3. So x will be your 4.3 by 9. Yes or no? So here, if you want to remove the decimal, you have to multiply both the numerator and numerator and denominator by 10. So multiply it, then it will be 43 by 90. So it is in the form of what? P by Q, where P is 43, Q is 90, and Q does not equal to 0. Yes or no? Have you understood? Yes or no? So write down where P equal to 43, where P equal to 43 and Q equal to 90, where P equal to 43 and Q equal to 90 and Q does not equal to 0. So clear? Here the main concept is, the main thing is you have to just remember this, this step. That means you have to write down 4.777 in the terms of or with addition of two numbers, but one number must be 0.4777. So how can you do this? If you subtract 0.4777 from 4.777, you will get the number with which if you add 0.4777, you will get 4.777. Yes or no? That means if you add 4.3 with 0.4777, you will get 4.777. So in place of 0.4777, you can add x. So if you take x, our motive is you have to write down x here. so that we can simplify it. That means we have to find the value of x. Okay, this is your first motive. Now see the, this is clear? Okay, all of you pause the video and write down in your copy, class of copy. Okay, clear? Okay. Now see the question number 3, 0.001. Here you have to multiply 0.0. That means your bar is present above 3 digit. So you have to multiply with 1000 here. So do as a homework. Question number 3. Okay. Question number 3, do as a homework. Okay. So and 5, 6, 7 do as a homework. 8 is also do as a homework. Okay. 5, 6, 7 do as a homework. Question number 3, 3 and 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 7 do as a homework. So tomorrow we are going to discuss question number 8 and 9. Then we are going to the next topic. Okay. Thank you.